Hello and welcome to the Forward Podcast. We're glad you're back another week. I'm here with my illustrious co-host.
Oh, illustrious! Wow,
Illustrious.
I
Thought
like
we'd
this.
throw a new one in there.
Okay, well,
My husband.
This is going to be a great episode.
You better
man.
act illustrious.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Hey, welcome, and thanks for tuning in for another week as we head into some great conversations.
Yeah.
Husband and wife team that each and every week we try to tackle just some culturally relevant subjects that we trust to our listeners are a great blessing. And this week we've kind of wanted to switch it up. It's actually going to be a little bit quicker of an episode tonight, and we're doing that on purpose. But we said we wanted to talk about something that is kind of near and dear to our heart because we just came through it.
Yeah. So we want to talk to this week about giving up or fasting from, I guess you could say, technology. We had revival that started today at our church, and we've been wanting to do it for a while to just like get off socials, pick something from your phone that you're kind of addicted to. And it just lined up. We've been wanting to do it. And then we were having revival. And it started a few weeks ago with you. You didn't even tell anyone.
No.
You just all of a sudden, you kind of crawled in bed one night and you were like, I deleted my social media. And I'm like, what? Why? And you were like, I need a break. Like I'm doom scrolling too much. And which I never see you scroll, actually.
Yeah.
I feel like you didn't scroll that much.
I'm not horrible at it,
yeah. But for you said it was like,
enough.
yeah.
Yep.
So I was like, oh, that's cool. And then I'm like, well, good for you. And then I didn't do it.
Like, actually, don't you think you ought to
Yeah, you're
join
like,
with me?
That was a hint. It was not taken. No, but then I forget why I did it a week ago, Sunday. Oh, I was sick. And man, when you're sick, like just being on your phone is like the only thing you can do, right? I did not feel good enough
feel that way.
to do anything else. But after I was sick on Sunday, and then I went to church Sunday night, and I thought, I am so sick of my phone, just because for a few days that we had been on it so much. And so I deleted mine Sunday night.
Sorry.
You okay over there?
Yeah, I'm trying to get that connected right up to hold it.
Okay. And then, so then Sunday night I deleted it, and it was just like most of a week. Then I spoke at Camp Kobiak for their ladies retreat this past weekend, and I did re-download Instagram because I wanted to post some of my trip, which I still haven't done. So yeah, both of us just kind of I took a week off, and you took a little more than that.
Yeah, so here's where I really feel like we don't have scripted notes tonight. So this is all just Carrie and I talking through the past week of the benefits. Let me put it this way. Fasting for a Christian is actually biblical. It's very beneficial. It helps. We probably ought to do a whole episode on this, but spiritually, mentally, and physically, it is really great for your body.
Yeah.
People are starting to figure this out physically more and more. As I was given a book 2 years ago on intermittent fasting, and it's so funny because it's so biblical. It is so good for your body.
It really is.
So great for your cells. But a spiritual connection, you're giving something up for God, and you're concentrating and putting that time into your prayer life. It's wonderful. So I want to start out this episode because oftentimes when I hear people, this is me personally, talk about, oh, I fasted social media, I fasted coffee for a week. My mindset, I'm a little judgy on this. I'm always like, okay, wow, big deal. Like, why don't you fast food? Like, that's actually biblical. That is something that is meaningful. That is something that is not commanded, but it's advised of by God. So I've always been like, when people do that, almost a little bit judgy, like, why don't you do the real thing? And then see how far it brings you.
I didn't know you were judgmental.
Yeah. So
in that way.
Not heavy, but I have had those feelings.
Had those thoughts.
So let me put it this way: I don't believe that a fast like this can replace what fasting of food does.
That's good.
But there are great benefits that I did see. Because all of us, whether you listen to this, you say, well, I'm not on social media very much. But what are you on? What is feeding our minds? We automatically cop out, and I do the same thing. Like well, I don't have a problem with that. And I could pick alcohol, drugs, pornography. Okay, but what do I have a problem with?
Yeah, we all have something.
What is feeding our flesh? And I could see in myself over the last several months, social media had become that.
Mhm.
And not the normal like scrolling for like just through my friends. It became a lot of sports.
Mhm.
It became a lot of politics a couple months ago. And then it branches out from there. It's where all of a
Yeah.
sudden your algorithm it's so
Depressing.
full of, yes, it's not even bad stuff. It's just stuff that's taking time.
It's weighty. Yeah.
And so I kind of got to this place where we have a revival coming up. I wanted to pray through, and I thought, okay, Lord, I'm going to start giving up some things. And that was one thing that I settled on. I was like,
Nice.
I'm going to not just get off of it, because that's what we often do. I literally deleted Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
I had Truth Social, but I never used it. In fact, and it had to have to re-download. But I deleted all of those and got off.
Nice.
Completely 100% was like, okay, I'm going to do this. I did a little bit over a week.
Mm-hmm. That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how did it affect you?
So more than I thought it would.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy. Yeah.
It's so embarrassing.
Number one, it's wild care how much I would reach for my phone and go to an app automatically.
Yeah.
Bored in between something, on a phone call that's just taking up time, a Zoom call that, I'm not in the video. It's amazing how much you pick up your phone and automatically scroll to, mine is X. My most of my time would be spent on X. And so I realized, number one, wow, I use it more than I think, because I pick up my phone. I'm like, wow, well, okay, I've checked the weather. What else do I do?
What? There's nothing else.
I have no emails.
Yeah.
I clear those out. No text messages. So I'm like, I don't need my phone. So I realized, first of all, I go to it a lot more than I thought.
Right.
Number two, this kind of shocked me, but the time that you could put into something else is really amazing.
Mm-hmm.
So I probably doubled the time that I was reading. I started reading so much more. So I have the Word of God I have the Bible on my phone.
Mm-hmm.
And then I had a book that I've been wanting to read. You've seen it on beside my dresser. Mm-hmm. And I'm now over 300 pages in. Mm. So even when you were gone this week speaking at a ladies' conference, it's amazing how much more reading I got in, because you don't realize, even if it's just 10 minutes here, 5 minutes here, but for some people it's 30 minutes here, 20 minutes there. And before you know it, you have hours put in your phone, and it's just a complete total waste of time.
Oh, yeah.
It's a waste of time.
100%.
So I realized, number one, I'm actually on it more than I thought. Number two, you kind of like, there's nothing else you need your phone for. Like you don't need your phone all the time, because you're not constantly scrolling. And then when I figured out, and I talked to my son, because he heard me talking about it, and I didn't know this, he deleted YouTube and ESPN. Mm-hmm. And he's like, man, Dad, I've been doing a lot of reading lately.
Yeah.
And those were kind of two. I have several others, but you can chime in here. There are benefits of getting away and fasting. Mm-hmm. And when I say fast, I didn't just read. I didn't just, okay, well, I'll spend my time somewhere else. I was able to put time in of, like, especially at first when I was realizing how much time I was spending on it, I can spend a lot of more time in prayer. I can really be praying through lists that I've been wanting to pray through, and not just for 20 seconds. Now I have 10 minutes that I can spend in prayer while I'm working on something else. But usually there were that mind-numbing nothingness was not there anymore.
Yeah.
I was more concentrated to be able to get things done.
That's great.
I loved it.
That's amazing.
I really loved it.
Yeah. That I also had the same experience. I did almost a week, and it was, the same thing. I just noticed how much I reached for it. It was crazy too. Like, your brain forgets. And all of a sudden I'm like, wait, what am I looking for? Like, where's my app?
It's truth.
And I mean, in a split second. And then I would find my brain would be like, okay, I'll just look at Pinterest, something to distract me.
Yeah.
Well, Lois has basically taken over my Pinterest. So it's not, the algorithm is nothing that I like. Yeah. So I do 2 seconds on that, and I'm like, oh yeah, she took over that. And I'm like, well, I'm out. Like, those are the only interesting, because I'm not a gamer. I don't like games at all. But yeah, I found myself going to the Bible app, because it feels like a scroll.
Yeah.
You can scroll through a little devotional and read,
Yeah.
but you can do it in like a minute or two. So I found myself doing that a lot. And then I found myself from there thinking of people like, oh, that would go really well with the conversation I had with that lady the other day, and screenshotting a verse and sending it to her.
Yes.
And that was a good byproduct of not having social media. It was like, instead of sending a funny reel, which I did miss receiving those though. Instead of like a funny reel, I'm sending Bible verses and encouraging people. I did that on several occasions, which was really cool. Or then, I would read a verse and then it just kind of goes together. Like you read a Bible verse and then you pray, or it reminds you to pray for somebody or something. And so that was kind of a thing I noticed. Like I was doing like little micro spiritual habits much more often than I had in the last several months. And even praying for, the lessons I was working for my conference, and then praying for the revival coming up here. Again, just little micro moments that I was spending before on social media. It got my attention this time. Or a lot of times I'll just put my phone down like, oh, there's nothing here. I toss it down and go, like, what are the kids doing? What are you doing?
Right.
I'll pick up my room real quick or put away this basket of laundry. Like it was just like, there's nothing else. So my brain was like, well, find something around you to do.
Right.
And it happened to be things that were more productive.
I would encourage anyone who's listening to this podcast to find something in your life like this that is affecting your life more than you think it is.
Yeah.
This is not, I don't want to be combative because that's not the Forward podcast. But I often do wonder how much time we are putting into things that are mindless. There's a lot of pastors, and I'm a pastor, so I could say this, that I really believe they think they are fighting the good fight. Is there something in my hair? Because you keep staring at my hair. What's the deal?
No,
honey, what is it? Tell me.
I'm not staring at your hair. I was actually noticing your tan. You got so much sun on your face.
Well,
was that from just this afternoon?
Isn't that crazy? Yeah.
I am so jealous.
Don't be jealous. I was so white. I could have been out for 10 minutes and got
burned.
A lot of sun.
It's almost
I
burned.
know. I guess so. Yeah. Anyways.
Lucky.
Oh, you were staring at me so weird. I'm like, oh, no.
I was just like, I stayed outside too. And why did I not get a tan?
You have a good base tan. I did not. I am, Mr. Indiana.
Your eyes even look bluer because you're so tan. Good job, babe. You look nice.
How do I look?
You look great.
Anyways, so I really believe that there is a lot of wasted time, even of pastors who get on there and people who spend so much time and they just believe they're fighting the good fight, fighting every other Christian out there. It just, there's so much in social media, and you do, like, there's some people that that's just who they are.
Yeah.
They're out there trying to look for arguments. They won't even tag somebody. I remember 2 years ago, I had a pastor get on there. He wouldn't even talk to me. He just screenshots all my stuff and then put on his Facebook, like, I'm this and I'm this. And I don't even have time to combat that, or like,
who cares?
Like, who cares? Yet we do it with politics, and we do it with our one thing. And over the last couple of weeks, it's been, Israel and covenant theology, and like people spending so much time that if it's a real issue, great. But I think oftentimes Satan will use these things as a tool, a device that gets our mind off of what we really are here for, to be ambassadors for love, for reaching the lost world, our neighbors, our coworkers, people around us. I think sometimes we get so sucked into this world that now everyone walks around so often. And again, I'm not complaining if it's their life. I'm not one of these old people. It's like, get off your phone. But if you do realize people are on their phones a lot, all over.
It's gotten bad.
I really believe that. I think, and we're millennials saying this.
Yeah.
It's not even like we were born in the 60s or the 70s. Like, we're 80s babies saying,
this has gone too far.
We've gotten a little out of control, that people have to have a phone in their hand.
Yeah.
You walk by the pew, people are constantly scroll, like robotic.
Yeah.
And I don't want to tell people, I'm not judging, but I will tell you, I was there. There were things in my life that I don't even know. On Sundays it comes through, and I was probably spending an hour and a half a day on my phone, whatever that my time was that would come through. I'd have to look. But still, an hour and a half, 2 hours, like
Yeah.
that's a long time to be on your phone. You only
Yeah.
get 24 hours a day.
Yeah.
But yeah, what if that was 3, 4, 5, 6 hours a day?
Mhm.
Which I'm sure there are some people that their screen time is that. I would recommend everyone doing an actual spiritual fast with something that you put this much time into.
I think almost everybody could say their phones. I mean, even
Probably.
older people.
Even if it's not social media.
Yeah. Something,
Yeah.
games, whatever.
News.
I think I've said this before on the podcast, but it's been a long time. My granny, who just passed in January, she told me a long time ago, she said, I fast my time. And I was like, what, Granny? And she said, or I'm sorry, not fast. She said, I tithe my time.
Mm,
She said, we get 24 hours a day and I give God 10% of every day.
wow.
And I said, 2 hours and 40 minutes. And she said, every day I do Bible reading and prayer, or both, or one,
Mm,
or whatever, or listen to a sermon, something that connects her with the Lord for 2 hours and 40 minutes every day.
wow.
And that impacted me so much. And I remember thinking at the time, that is a long time. But we'll sit on our phones and
Absolutely.
2 hours will pass like a
Yeah,
blink.
we'll watch a ball game and it's way longer than
Yeah.
that.
And
Yeah.
I've always
Wow, that's convicting.
I've
That's
always
really good.
striven to do that. Like, I really would love to do that. I still haven't gotten there yet.
Mm,
2 hours and 40 minutes a day. But even if you started, much smaller than that and just said, I'm going to dedicate every time I pick up my phone to scroll social media, I'm going to instead okay, I was going to sit here and spend this time. So I'll switch to my Bible app and give it 10 minutes on my Bible app,
Yeah.
and see how much time you can build up. I
It's
don't
good.
know. It'd be interesting
good.
to know.
Yeah.
I wonder how long it would take to get to 2 hours and 40 minutes. That's a long
Wow.
time, but it's just
Good.
cool.
Yeah,
It's just a cool
really
thought.
neat.
Yeah.
Well, that's our thought for this week. We want to just encourage everybody, take this journey with us.
Mm-hmm.
Get off whatever it is, whether it's news at night or sports, the addictions that we have that we don't realize really are there.
Yeah.
I want to encourage you, just try this journey. We came a week. I really wanted to advertise our revival, so I jumped back on.
Mhm.
Actually, I downloaded all 3 of them and got back on. And now my mindset is I don't want to get back into that habit, so I'm going
Yes.
to limit myself. Try it. We'll talk soon about an actual physical fast with food,
Mhm.
because there are real great spiritual implications there.
Let me finish my
Um,
book on it first. I'm almost through
Yeah.
a
Are
fasting
you?
book. Yeah. So,
We'll get there.
Yeah,
It's
it's good.
amazing for your body. But
mhm.
that's encouragement this week. Let us know if you've done this as well, and write in and just tell us, man, here's some benefits that I saw, or there's probably a good number of people that write every Monday in what they got out of the podcast, and I enjoyed listening to it. I don't get back to everybody every week, but from IM to actual text to email, it's amazing to hear from folks. But if you have done this recently, I want to hear how it affected your life,
Mhm.
or how much time do people actually put in a week? Like, how much are you on your phone a day? I'd like to hear back from some of those people. Maybe we'll bring it in on a podcast and let
And you have
people
to tell
know
the
as
truth.
well. Yeah, you
You have
can't
to tell
lie.
the truth.
You can't lie. Well, it's 6 hours, but 4 of it's for work. Yeah, I'll leave all in there. Awesome. Well, hey, thanks for tuning in this week.
Thank you so much. Have a great week. We'll see you next time.